Hey guys, Snick 500 back in my F-14B Tomcat and in DCS world, and I want to help you guys out a little bit. I by in no way, shape, or form am I an expert. Not an expert. Okay, but there were some things that tripped me up early on that I couldn't find any walkthroughs on or a video on that I want to see if I can help you with. We are in our F-14 Tomcat, and let me just do this. We are hot. We are ready to go. And the parking brake is on, which I actually just pulled there, but I'll show you why we're okay in a minute. Before you can take off, there's a couple of things you have to do. First thing, you got to talk to the ground crew, because I'm going to go outside the aircraft and show you we've got wheel chucks on to make sure we're not moving. This makes it very hard to fly away in an aircraft. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ground crew and go to F4, which is wheel chucks, and ask the ground chief, the ground crew, to remove it.
Chief, remove the wheel chucks.
Chief has removed them. They are ready to go. The next thing we're going to do is go back into the communications menu, and if this was an airfield, you go to the ATC, you'd talk to the Theodore Roosevelt, because that's where we are, and we'd ask for clearance to taxi and take off. That's not an option on the carrier because you do it a different way. You go to the previous menu and talk to your ground crew again and request launch. At which point, all of these guys now know that I want to take off. So we're going to disengage the parking brake. We're going to make sure nose wheel steering is engaged, which it is. And we're going to roll up over to that catapult over there. I'm also going to turn this on, which is, for me, it's Control-Enter. It brings up my throttle and stick and rudder so that you guys can see what I'm using for the controls. That I may not be announcing, but at least you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so now give it just a little bit of gas. We'll roll forward a little bit. Let my camera stabilize. And we will start the roll-up process. Now, I'm going to line up off-center on purpose. See, I could easily just turn this a little bit more and line up on center. But I want him to direct me all the way in, and we're talking about that guy right there. Now, he's going to give me a signal here in a second to turn right, so I will do that. He's now going to tell me to go straight and stop. We are stopped. At this point, he's going to give me another signal. That signal right there means, hey, you're in a Tomcat, and your wings are in. Could also be if you're in another aircraft that the wings change, specifically in the naval aircraft. So, when we slide my wings forward, we drop them down, put the cover on, reset to master, go to auto because I am lazy. Now, this signal there, where he goes like with his arm up to his shoulder and then drops it down, he's telling me I need to kneel the aircraft. Not every aircraft you need to kneel. The Tomcat is one that you do. He's now going to get out of the way, and they're going to line me up a little bit better than I was. No big deal. Now, the signal he's giving me there is I need to go forward. So we're going to give it about half throttle. And now that he's telling me to stop, I pull back on the throttle. What they did was connect that pole to the catapult, and now I am, in theory, ready to go. Now he's telling me to listen to him over here, and that means wind your engines up. Now, not quite ready to do that because I haven't done my checks here like this. Okay, now I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go up to military power. You'll hear the engines, not an afterburner because you don't use that in the Tomcat. Obviously you can, but not the end of the world. I'm going to turn off nose wheel steering before I forget. I'm going to salute, which you can do through the communications menu with F9, or I just have it bound to the S key. He's now going to, everybody is going to duck down to get out of the way. He's checking with everybody. Everybody good. We've got a clean chute. And away we go. Gear up, flaps up. Yep. And we are airborne. We're going to hold about 300 feet. Get up a little bit further. And it's that easy. That's what all those signals mean. I hope that helps you guys out with your carrier takeoffs. If you don't have the Super Carrier mod and you're just using the base game one, It's a little easier. You roll up to where the attachment is for the catapult, and you hit U, and that should get you connected. So, hope that gets you guys unstuck from your respective planes and off of the carrier so that you can do naval missions correctly. It's Nick 500. Keep your wings flat. Fair skies. See you in the next one.